I'm Mike. This is my bike. And this is an Ondu 6x12 pinhole camera. Let's go for a ride. Astute viewers may notice that today I am wearing a backpack, and that is because today's camera is a pinhole camera, and as such necessitates long exposures requiring a tripod. All right, so we're rolling up on our first shot of the day here. It's gonna be the War Memorial in Antelope Park. It celebrates the sacrifices of the Civil War, Spanish-American War, World War I, maybe World War II. So this is the Ondu 6x12 pinhole camera. Shoots 6 centimeters by 12 centimeters, has a effective aperture of 160 at 40 millimeters. This is your shutter switch right here. It's kept in place by this elastic band, which is just there for safety. So you remove that right before you go ahead and shoot. I'm gonna put that back. And it comes with this handy little chart here, which is your reciprocity chart. So you meter for your scene as if you're shooting at f/22, and then you do some quick multiplication, and you don't even have to do that, it just does it for you right there. Today I'm shooting with Kodak Vericolor 2, which is a 100 speed discontinued Kodak film. It's been in the freezer for about 40 years. Got it from my friend Bob, thanks Bob. So we're gonna rate this at about 25 ISO, and we'll see what we get, all right. Okay, so the composition I'm looking for is to get some of these branches framing our statue. You can see on the side of the camera, that is our effective angle of view there, as well as on the top. Hopefully we'll get these branches in the shot. Everything should be in focus from front to back, and we should get the movement of these clouds. So I'm gonna go ahead and meter for this scene. ISO 25 at f/22 is yielding between a 15th and an 1/8 of a second. At an 1/8 of a second, our little chart, 1/8 of a second saying 10 seconds. Want to get a little more motion in the clouds, we'll probably go closer to 30 seconds because this is old film. It is important to remember to put the elastic band back on so you don't accidentally expose your film. And you can see that it just holds it right there. Go back around to the counter window. You'll see that it says 2. We are shooting 6x12, so we need to shoot on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So we'll go ahead and we will advance that. It is important to remember to advance that. 3, 4. The bike we're on today is the always capable Surly Karate Monkey, my favorite choice in bikes when it comes to photography bikes. Ooh, shoot this. Just a simple geometrical shot with the power line and the signs, color, rhythm, all that good stuff. All right, so that is about our composition there. So we'll go ahead, do a similar 30-second exposure. Remove the elastic. And here we go, 1. And 30. Go ahead and remember to advance. If you're curious about the tripod I'm using, it is a Sure T004RX. I think it's discontinued, but it is very lightweight, fits in a bag. I got this one before I went to Albuquerque for the balloon fiesta because I needed something that I could pack in a suitcase. So this camera, because it's 6x12, only shoots on the even numbered exposures. That means we're only gonna get 6 shots on this roll of film. So this will either be a short video or, surprise, I brought more film. I hate those moto things because they are too fast for trails, too slow for traffic, and most people who are riding them are under the age of 16 and can't have a valid driver's license or insurance anyway. So what's the solution? Well, as much as I hate to say it, give them a place to ride. If they have their own place they can go, they'll be out of the way of pedestrians and regular cyclists, and they'll be off the streets where they're likely to get hurt or hurt someone else. You damn kid, get off my lawn. Oh, my seat just came loose on the rails. I gotta look for a place to stop. Well, there's your problem right there. Better fix that. All right, let's see if that is better or worse. Oh, that is solid. Multi-tool for the win. So now that the saddle is all shored up and I don't have the nose of the saddle up my butt crack, let's crack on. Headed out to a spot that's got a little standing water, a little swampy area. All right, here we are. And we'll just do it at box speed. 1/8 of a second, 10 seconds. So we'll just count to 10. My foot will probably be in the shot, so will the bike. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10. Now let's jump in here. This is Wilderness Park, for those of you who are not from here. It's the best single track in Lincoln, but it is also pretty much the only single track in Lincoln, so there's that. I think we want to look for something with a little more foreground. It's kind of where these pinhole cameras shine. Maybe something like a long downed tree or something like that. Ooh, the grass is getting tall, and I did not bring insect repellent. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be ticks in here. Make sure we're level, but it's gonna be something like that. Let's consult our handy dandy little chart here. 1/2 a second is 42 seconds. So we will need the timer for this. All right, yes, there's definitely a tick crawling on me now. Ticks are no joke, man. Oh, got another one crawling on me. There we go. Stop up here and check myself thoroughly. I'm good? Yeah, just checking myself for ticks. He gets it. There's at least one more spot I want to jump into that involves tall grass, but cross that bridge when we get to it. This year I signed up to do gravel worlds, just getting my feet wet. So me and my buddy Joel are gonna be doing the men's 35. I'll be doing it on my Salsa Storm Chaser, and I'll be doing it with it geared single speed. All right, one more time into the park. And here we are. What a view, huh?
Pretty beautiful.
Yeah, what's going on over there, but just a heads up, watch out for ticks. I've already pulled 2 off of me today. You care if I take a photo here?
No, go ahead.
All right, cool. All right, take it easy. All right, F22, 1/8 of a second. I'll give us 10 seconds. We're gonna get down on the ground here. That's our shot. 1, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, 3, Mississippi, 4, Mississippi, 5, Mississippi, 6, Mississippi, 7, Mississippi. Just pulled another tick off myself. That's probably long enough. So I just pulled another tick off myself while taking that photo. So that photo went a little long, but color negative film is pretty notorious for having a wide latitude, so I'm sure that photo will be just fine. Or it won't. Either way, you'll have already seen it. So, yep. That's an acceptable e-bike. Well, we're coming up on our last shot here, at least on this roll of film. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see. These are the gates to Epworth Park, which used to be a big gathering point, midway point on cross-country journeys by car in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. This whole area used to be flooded, and there were cabins and a big lake here. These are not the original gates. They are where the original gates stood. So we're gonna shoot it. 1/4 of a second on this handy dandy chart. 20 seconds. And remove our elastic. All right, and we'll start our timer. There we go. And then we're just gonna advance this all the way through. And we're done. Everything on this camera is held in by magnets, which is really nice. So we'll go ahead and we'll take our film out and I'll show you how that works. So we're just gonna start by pulling the door away. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop this out like so, put it in my pocket. And then we are going to drop this roll of film out the back. Boom, like so. Next roll will be turquoise. Take our old reel, swap it into the new side. Boom. Take our little metal washer, Put it on the bottom. Slap it in. We'll lock our reel in here and lock our reel in here. And then we're going to bring this across all the way in there like so. And we have start right there. Flip this in. And we just start advancing. And we want to go to that just 1, 2, 2. There we go. Let's take that same shot again. 15th is 5 seconds, so we'll do 5 seconds. We will just count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And first one on this roll's done. I'm gonna go down here and shoot this. Whee! Engine block with the cab not attached to the bed. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Do this quick before somebody kicks me out. Two seconds. All right. Now I had seen that composition a few rides back, and I just never stopped to shoot it. So that's why it's important that you keep revisiting the places that you go to. I bet some of you all have said, oh, I don't need that picture. And then you regret not taking that picture later on. So when we get a chance to do it again, we should do it again and not hesitate. There we go, there's the city skyline. Get the idea? All right, so get this train moving in here. We got the Caterpillar in front. We're gonna get a little motion. We'll do about 2 seconds here. Here we go. We're gonna take the elastic off and 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Sometimes you get lucky and a train comes. Behind me is a house with a stumpy tree in front of it. So our chart says 5 seconds, so that's what we'll give it. That's our shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 shots left. As always, if there are any cameras that you'd like to see featured on this channel, digital or film, if there are bikes that you want to see featured on this channel, if there is a film stock that you want to see featured on this channel, let me know. Of course, if there are any cameras that you guys have that you'd want to loan to this channel that you want to see featured, if there are any bikes that you would like to loan out to be seen on this channel, again, let me know in the comments. Done quite a few of these rides now. I'm still waiting for some of you all to say, hey, I want you to feature Kodak Tri-X, Fuji Color 200. What about Kodak Gold? Come on, I want to hear it. Alrighty, we got a couple of railroad bridges here. One in the distance was just repaired because somebody decided to set it on fire. And I'm gonna try to get a shot that gets both of them in focus. Move down a bit here. I'm gonna go 2 seconds because that's what they've been. And 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We'll see. 1 shot to go. All right, that's our composition. 60th of a second is 1 second. All right, that is the last shot on the roll. Let's go cool off. All right, 2 rolls of film shot. 1 roll of Kodak Vericolor 2 that was about 40 years expired, and 1 fresh roll of Lomochrome Turquoise. Let me know which one you like the best in the comments below. Be interesting to see if you like the weird stuff or you like the old stuff, because it's all weird to me, yo. As always, I'll have a link to my Strava ride in the description below so you can see where I've been taking these photos. I guess I've never really tried to market my photography on this channel. That's not why I started it, but if there's an absolute banger you can't live without, let me know. As always, if you've enjoyed this ride and you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up in the corner there, that'd be great. If you really like this channel, consider giving it a subscribe. If you have any questions or things you want to see, drop a comment below. I read the comments. There aren't very many comments. I can read. Oh, and if there was any question as to what I meant about time to cool off, I meant have a beer. Tell my wife I was shopping.
Cheers.